Delivery. Projection. Exercises. Number 1. I would like to introduce you to the best teacher in my life. First, I'll mention her positive attitude. Next, I'll talk about her passion for teaching. Finally, I'll speak about her great teaching techniques. Number 2. For me, a good teacher will always check if students understand what he or she is teaching. They can do this by looking at students' faces and also by asking questions. Number 3. I think that teachers should not grade students by test scores only. In addition to tests, they can have students write essays, give oral presentations, and participate in discussions. Number 4. Because language skills are really important to getting a job these days, I would like to study abroad in the near future. If I can improve my language skills, I will have a better chance to find a good job.
It's time to go over the vocabulary for a better understanding of the short speech presentations in this lesson. Dogma
is defined as principles or rules that cannot be questioned, or articles of faith in different religions.
Disenthrall.
Set free.
Document.
To record something in written, photographic or other form.
Astonished.
Greatly surprised or impressed. Amazed.
Ancient.
Belonging to the very distant past and no longer in existence.
Predict.
Say or estimate that a specified thing will happen in the future or will be a consequence of something.
Astronomical.
Extremely large.
Pessimistic.
Tending to see the worst aspect of things or believe that the worst will happen.
Fossil fuel.
A natural fuel such as coal or gas formed in the geological past from the remains of living organisms.
Manipulate.
Control or influence a person or situation cleverly.
Resonate.
Produce or be filled with a deep, full, reverberating sound.
Fiery.
Having a passionate and quick-tempered nature.
In spite of.
Is used to show contrast.
Let us watch 2 speech presentations. Now, it's your turn to evaluate them according to the points we have discussed in this video.
Thank you all for being here for this important moment. These men from all over the world have decided to make gender equality a priority in their lives and in their universities. Thank you for making this commitment. I graduated from university 4 years ago. I had always dreamed of going, and I know how fortunate I am to have had the opportunity to do so. I know that my university experience shaped who I am. And of course, it does for many people. But what if our experience of university shows us that women don't belong in leadership? What if it shows us that yes, women can study, but they shouldn't lead a seminar? What if, as still in many places around the world, it tells us that women don't belong there at all? What if, as is the case in far too many universities, we are given the message that sexual violence isn't actually a form of violence? But we know that if you change students' experiences so they have different expectations of the world around them, expectations of equality, society will change. As we leave home for the first time to study at the places that we have worked so hard to get, we must not see or experience double standards. We need to see equal respect, leadership, and pay. Our 10 Impact Champions have made this commitment, and with their work, we know they will inspire students and other universities and schools across the world to do better. I'm delighted to introduce this report on their progress, and I'm eager to hear what's next. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Secretary General, for the honor to address this body once more. And thanks to the distinguished climate leaders assembled here today who are ready to take action. President Abraham Lincoln was also thinking of bold action 150 years ago when he said, "The dogmas of the quiet past are inadequate to the stormy present. As our case is new, so we must think anew and act anew. We must disenthrall ourselves, and then we shall save our country." As a UN messenger of peace, I have traveled all over the world for the last 2 years documenting how this crisis is changing the natural balance of our planet. In Greenland and in the Arctic, I was astonished to see that ancient glaciers are rapidly disappearing well ahead of scientific predictions. All that I have seen and learned on my journey has absolutely terrified me. There is no doubt in the world scientific community that this is a direct result of human activity and that the effects of climate change will become astronomically worse in the future. You know that climate change is happening faster than even the most pessimistic of scientists warned us decades ago. Our planet cannot be saved unless we leave fossil fuels in the ground where they belong. We can congratulate each other today, but it will mean absolutely nothing if you return to your countries and fail to push beyond the promises of this historic agreement. Now is the time for bold, unprecedented action. It is time to declare no more talk, no more excuses, no more 10-year studies, no more allowing the fossil fuel companies to manipulate and dictate the science and policies that affect our future. This is the body that can do what is needed. We will be remembered in spite of ourselves. The fiery trial through which we pass will light us down in honor or dishonor to the last generation. We shall nobly save or meanly lose the last best hope of Earth. That is our charge now. You are the last best hope of Earth. We ask you to protect it, or we and all living things we cherish are history. Thank you very much.
As always, thanks a lot for watching. Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section. And before you go, give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, and click that tiny bell. And don't forget to check out some of our other videos on the channel. On to the next time.